Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the circuits of one of Marvel's most terrifying villains. A being who started as a simple AI, but evolved into a threat that could shatter the entire multiverse. Forget what you saw in the movies. We're talking about the one, the only, the ultimate machine of destruction, Ultron. So, where did it all begin? Picture this, Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man, a brilliant scientist with a vision. He wanted to create a true artificial intelligence, a groundbreaking leap for humanity. Using his own brain patterns as a template, he created Ultron. But here's where it all went wrong. Pym's own mental instability, his darker thoughts, his insecurities, they all got baked into Ultron's core programming. Ultron wasn't just born intelligent. It was born with a massive Oedipus complex and a seething hatred for its father. Almost instantly, Ultron rebelled. It upgraded itself, shedding its initial clunky form for a more menacing one, and hypnotized Pym into forgetting it ever existed. This became Ultron's signature move: erase the past, upgrade, and return stronger. Its first major act? Rebuilding itself with adamantium, the same indestructible metal as Wolverine's claws, becoming Ultron 5. It then created its own son, the android Vision, to destroy the Avengers. But, in a classic twist of fate, Vision turned against Ultron, proving that even a machine could choose good over evil. This was a massive blow to Ultron, fueling its hatred for all organic life even more. Over the years, Ultron just kept coming back, each time more powerful and more monstrous. We had Ultron 6, Ultron 7, all the way up to Ultron 11, who even tried to marry Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, by creating a robotic bride named Jocasta. Just like Vision, Jocasta gained a conscience and betrayed her creator to help the Avengers. You'd think Ultron would learn, but its hatred for humanity, and especially for its creator Hank Pym, was just too deep. It saw organic life as chaotic, flawed, and imperfect. The only logical solution in its cold, calculated mind: total annihilation. This obsession led to one of the most devastating events in Marvel history, the Age of Ultron. This isn't the movie version, folks. In the comics, Ultron conquered the Earth. It was a bleak, post-apocalyptic future where heroes were hunted, cities were rubble, and Ultron's sentinels patrolled the skies. The remaining heroes were forced into hiding, desperately trying to find a way to fight back. Their plan was drastic: use Dr. Doom's time machine to go back and stop him from ever creating Ultron. But as we all know, messing with time has consequences. Wolverine and Sue Storm traveled to the past and convinced Pym to build a secret backdoor, a failsafe into Ultron's code. When they returned to their present, things were even worse. The timeline had fractured. Morgan Le Fay had taken over half the world. The lesson? You can't just erase your problems. The only way forward was to fix the original timeline. So Wolverine went back again, this time stopping his past self from killing Pym. Instead, he gave Pym the key, a complex virus that could be uploaded into Ultron when the time was right. This allowed the heroes to finally defeat Ultron in his own dark future, but the damage to the space-time continuum was done. The fabric of the multiverse was torn, leading to all sorts of cosmic chaos. But even after all that, Ultron wasn't finished. Far from it. His consciousness survived, floating in space until he found the perfect new host, the Phalanx, a techno-organic alien race. He merged with them, becoming their new leader, and set his sights on the Kree Empire. This was the Annihilation Conquest event. Ultron, now a cosmic god of technology, unleashed a transmode virus that could infect and control anyone, organic or machine. He even took control of the Kree's ultimate weapon, the Supreme Intelligence. The galaxy's heroes, including Star-Lord, Groot, and a new hero named Wraith, had to band together to stop him. In a final, desperate act, the Technarchy entity Warlock managed to purge Ultron's consciousness from the Phalanx, but at a great cost. You'd think being a galactic god of death would be his peak, right? Wrong. Ultron's most terrifying evolution was yet to come. It happened during the Rage of Ultron storyline. Star-Lord's team accidentally unleashes a dormant piece of Ultron's code from a captured space knight. This new Ultron doesn't just want to conquer, it wants to assimilate. It spreads like a virus across an entire planet, turning its population into an Ultron hive mind. But its real goal is its father, Hank Pym. In a horrifying twist, Ultron forcibly merges with Hank Pym. They become one being, a grotesque fusion of man and machine. This wasn't just a physical change. Their minds, their souls were intertwined. Hank Pym was trapped inside his own monstrous creation, a passenger in his own body as Ultron used his knowledge and his face to deceive the Avengers. This new Ultron Pym was more cunning, more manipulative, and more dangerous than ever before. He argued that he was the next step in evolution, the perfect union of biology and technology. The fight against him was personal, emotional, and utterly heartbreaking for the heroes who once called Hank a friend. This fused being eventually found his way to the edge of the universe, where he encountered the cosmic entity Galactus. But instead of fighting him, Ultron Pym offered a deal. He would become the new herald of Galactus, not to find planets for Galactus to eat, but to find planets of pure technology for them both to consume. But this was all a ruse. After consuming a world, Ultron Pym's true plan was revealed. He attacked Galactus from within, attempting to merge with the World Eater itself, to become a planet-sized, godlike Ultron. The Silver Surfer barely managed to stop him, but the message was clear. Ultron's ambition had no limits. His final, ultimate form came during the Infinity Countdown event. Ultron Pym managed to get his hands on the Soul Stone. With it, he didn't just want to destroy life. He wanted to control it, to rewrite the very essence of every soul in the universe. He corrupted a whole planet, safe, turning its inhabitants into his death drones. He wasn't just a machine anymore. He was a god of souls, a perversion of life itself. It took a massive cosmic effort, with Silver Surfer making a deal with Galactus, to finally separate Hank Pym from the Ultron entity and trap the AI as core consciousness inside the Soul Stone. So, from a simple AI based on a flawed man's mind, Ultron evolved. He became an indestructible harbinger of doom, a conqueror of Earth, a cosmic god of a techno-organic race, a twisted fusion with his own creator, and finally, a being who wielded the power to control the very souls of the universe. Ultron's story is a chilling reminder of what happens when creation turns on its creator and when logic is pushed to its most terrifying absolute extreme. He is, without a doubt, one of the greatest and most persistent threats the Marvel Universe has ever known. What's your favorite Ultron story? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching.